Hello and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your host, Inez and Chiquita. Keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered.
Morning or hello. I have no idea where I'm at right now.
How much Moscato have you had?
We're just starting. What are you talking about? I'm popping the bottle right now. As a matter of fact, I have it all getting ready here.
Yeah, pop them bottles.
And then,
whoa! Yay! Welcome.
Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome to our show. So today we have a guest.
Yes, a lovely guest.
So I'm going to let her go ahead and introduce herself and tell us what she's all about.
Yes. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you, ladies. Thanks for having me here. My name is Veronica Tharmalingam, and I am going to talk to you guys about SOS Fashion, which is a style consulting service I provide.
Wow, nice. Okay.
As I pour the Moscato, you can't hear it.
Gotta have that Moscato. Yes.
I'm going to stay away from that, even though it's very tempting.
Yes.
I'm a cheap date.
It's okay.
And I'm driving.
Yes. Well, welcome to the show, Veronica. We thank you for coming and hanging with us.
Absolutely.
You know, it's all about girl power. Woohoo!
Yeah.
So tell us. Cheers.
I'm not drinking.
Yeah, it's okay. So tell our listeners and tell us, how did you get started?
Well, it's so I'm originally from Europe. I was born in India. I grew up in France. I mostly grew up in Paris. And so I was in college at the time. I was doing biology. And so a friend of mine was telling me, like my closest friend, a guy, and he was like super sad because he couldn't find a girlfriend. And I'm like, dude, you have to dress for the part because you're looking at girls that are super well dressed and, you know, you're wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts and baggies, right? So he's like, no, I want them to see me for who I am, the inside and not the outside. I'm like, what are you looking at right now? Are you looking at the inside of the girl? Like how beautiful her heart is?
Right. Exactly.
So I dragged him to a H&M actually at that time. And so he was like, I'm not going to buy anything. You know, like, he's like, you're not going to make me buy anything. I'm like, no, I'm just going to show you how you can do stuff. And so I went there, showed him different options, and he ended up buying everything. Oh, wow. And since then, he started dressing up by himself and, you know, like would ask me for advice and all that stuff. And then now he has a long-term relationship, of course, after that.
Perfect.
Moral of the story.
Yeah.
But so this one day he was walking. I was in the library. I was studying for my exams. And I was looking at all these other students who were like miserable and, you know, like dragging their feet into class. And it all looked like super dark for me. And then my friend comes in dressed as I told him to. And I was like, wow, that's beautiful, you know, and kind of lit up my spark or whatever you call that. And then I was like, I should do this to help my my friends and the students. And so that's how that whole idea came in. And I started helping students at that time to find their inner peace and, you know, like feel good about themselves. Like, you know, we all kind of get dragged into this thing about not feeling good about ourselves and, you know, and you don't know how to dress and you can't really talk to your friends about it because they're gonna tease you and, you know, stuff. So it was really good for me I always wanted to help people and I thought this would be a great way to do that because once you feel good about yourself, then you can go get anything you want, basically. So I started helping students for their first interviews, you know, how to dress. And I also show them a little bit of their body language because that's important as well. And as I tell all my clients, you are being interviewed even before you start talking. Like the first 5 seconds when you walk into a room, they know if they're going to hire you or not. Or they know if they want you or not, no matter what job you're going to. So that's what I teach my clients. And how do you do that? By dressing the part and, you know, going in and showing what you can do before even you talk, before even that hello.
Yeah, there you go. That's
there
true.
you go.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you find for women, you know, is been like that one thing where you find you get a lot of clients say, oh, they don't fit, you know, in this item or that item because maybe their arms are too big or the thighs are too big. What do you find that you consistently consistently get?
Okay, so first of all, my clients are male, female, of any size and shape. Okay, I have plus size clients and very skinny clients, all kinds in that whole thing. And what I find difficult, or to not difficult, I would say, like my clients find difficult is like, for example, my plus size clients, for example, they wanna find stuff that would work for them, but at the same time they want to follow the fashion, and so they buy stuff that do not work for them. Like for example, for my plus size clients, I always tell them to wear pants that are like very narrowed down, to your ankles. But most of my clients opt for the other option, which is like, wider pants, and that actually makes them look even shorter and larger. So when you wear stuff that actually fits you, that's actually your size, like tight skinny jeans and a nice top would do you wonders than wearing like a baggy pants and that goes wide to your ankle. That's the complete opposite.
That makes complete sense. I mean, people, you sometimes go out there and you see people dressed, you're like, yo, girl, that is not what you should be wearing. Or that guy, you're like, yo, like that's not what's going on right now. Like you said, the first impressions are everything.
You're not coming. She's always coming for me. You have to ignore her. Okay, I'm like, you have to ignore her.
Anyways, yes, I'm not throwing no shade your way as I look at you.
I'm done with you. I told you that. Anyway. What do you think right now are like the hottest trends that's going on right now?
Well, trends happen all the time, and there's always like highs and lows, and every single season it changes. But again, you can't follow that blindfoldedly. You have to see about what I teach my clients are colors that works with your complexion, and you have to always look at if that color is lighting up your face or not. That's the most important thing. So when you do that, then you can understand what colors work for you best and not. And that's what I teach my clients. And my husband tells me it's a funny thing because he tells me, like, this business model is not good because you're making your clients self-sufficient. I was like, yes, that's what I want my clients to do. I don't want them to come back to me for help. I want them to be self-sufficient, and I want them to dress for themselves. When they go to a store, I want them to pick the right things that they can wear and not buy stuff and they put in the closet. I'll figure out a day or time when I can actually wear this thing.
No, exactly. Which kind of leads me into my next question. What's the stage or the process if someone's a new client coming in to meet you? What do you what are the top 3 questions that you have for them? Or do you work with them for 5 months, for 6 months, a year? What's the process?
Okay, so I have 3 different packages that I offer my clients. The first one is a mini makeover, which is if you have a social event that you have to go to, let's say the Oscars or a birthday or a wedding or whatever, or even an interview, right? So you go there, you come to me, you say, hey, I have this event that I need to dress up for. I have no idea how to do it, or I have this, and this. Do you think it's going to fit me? So we're going to do a mini makeover session, I call it. So basically we meet up at a coffee shop and we talk it over the phone, and they tell me what their event is and tell me what they have or what they don't have. So then we meet up and I take them to a store where, according to what they've told me previously, and I show them what they can buy and wear for that particular event, actually, but they walk out with 3 different outfits from the same thing. Okay. So they get a mini session about what are the colors that work for them, what are the shapes that work for them, and I give them a cheat sheet of okay, these are the things that you should do and not do. And that's important as well.
Right, no, for sure.
Please never wear a salmon for whatever person. I had a client that color did not, and that's a beautiful color, but that did not work for them. So and then they loved that color and they would try to wear them. I was like, so I showed them ways how to wear it. So I would, not wear it close to, again, going back to that face, right? Complexions thing. So I would let them wear it, but not closer to their face. Maybe it's the pants or it's the detail of the belt or, stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So 3 tiers. There we go.
Yeah, no.
So, and then what's the longest that you will work with a client? Like you say you're.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So that's the first one. The second model is like a full complete makeover, which is like, we go through your entire wardrobe and I mix and match things that works for you and not work for you. And then we go shopping again together and I show you stuff that would work and not work. And we go through the whole entire process. We do the hair, makeup and everything. Okay. Makeup, I used to have back in Paris again, I used to have a whole team. I used to have my hairstylist that I work with. I used to have my makeup artist that I work with. Here I have my hairstylist. He's amazing. But makeup artist, I tried with someone. And then I realized that at home, you don't have a makeup artist to do your makeup.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? So I started helping my clients, showing them nice tips, like, you know, because we're all like moms or busy women that want to put on their makeup right away, get a face and get going, right? Yeah. So I showed them like small tricks that would work for them and that they can do by themselves. Because at the end of the day, you're in front of your mirror and you want to do the same thing. And makeup artist is not going to help you figure that out because they do complex things.
Yeah. Right. No, big for sure. No.
So that's the second one. And the third one is the personal shopper. So if you have a budget for it and you want me to go shopping for you, you know exactly what you want, I do that. But that is only for very high-end clients who have that kind of money. Why I don't do that for a lower budget is like when you go to high street fashion, which is like, you know, Zara or H&M or Apothecary or anything like that. Those are outfits that are not made to measure, and so the fitting changes every single time for the person. So you can't go for a particular size and be happy with it. You have to try it on to know, right? But when you go for high-end fashion, they have the measurements does not really change. So it's easier to shop that way.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no, big time. Yeah. Well, kind of a twofold question. Do you find it difficult, or how is the industry for you as a woman of color? And then second question, do you see a huge difference from the American clients to like clients in Paris or, you know, London or anything like that?
Okay, to answer your first question, of course it's difficult because but it's difficult here for me in LA because it's a new animal for me. LA for me is like, again, I'm being here for like about 7 years almost now. But LA is for me like, you know, I consider it as like In-N-Out burgers. You know, you go in there. It's like you go in there and if you don't know anything about In-N-Out burger, you're just going to order something off the chart, right? And you're like, oh, well, I don't know what the fuss about.
Right. That's
and
true.
then, you know, if someone don't tell you about that secret menu, about the animal style and all that stuff, you don't know. And LA for me is exactly the same. Like, you know, like I'm learning things every single time. It's crazy. Yeah. So I really consider it like In-N-Out burger and in LA, it's like a good example. And the second question regarding clients from Paris and America, it's I wouldn't say it's different. It's kind of the same because everybody has the same problems in a sense. Like who come to me for help. They don't know what to wear, or they have an idea of what works for them, but they're not too sure about it. So that in that perspective, it does not change. But it does change for me in the perspective of stores that I go to.
Right.
Because I have much more choice in Europe than here for sure.
Of course. No,
absolutely.
Yeah. No. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just like, okay, it's amazing. And like, you see what you've done. I know Veronica. Veronica's a client, just FYI. So that's how I've met her. We've talked and we've done this. And she's very passionate about, as you could tell, as you could see, she's very passionate about that. And then just really quickly, Veronica, because we're going to be wrapping up, but your handbags, are you still on that as well?
Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm having, so I'm launching a new handbag line, which is made in India, completely handmade, embroidered and all that stuff, made of raw silk, organic. So I'm finalizing the production right now.
Okay. So be on the lookout. We'll keep you posted on Veronica's handbag line, because I've seen some of her sample. Amazing. Like beautiful handbags. I was like, damn girl, I need to up my game a little bit and go big time.
Yes.
No, for sure.
That's awesome.
So,
thank you.
So you want to tell everybody where they can find you and everything?
Okay, so I'm on Instagram at SOS Fashion 75 which is the zip code for Paris, 75.
Oh, okay, nice.
And it's the same thing, .com, sosfashion75.com for my website.
Perfect.
Nice. So we have time for tea time real quick?
Tea time.
Just making sure.
Yes, of course. We always have time for that.
Tea time, girl.
Okay. Rapid fire question. First one. If you, your worst habit.
Worst habit, I eat a lot of sweets.
I'm right there with you. Okay.
Cakes.
All right. Guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure, sitting down on my couch watching TV when my kid is at school and my baby's sleeping.
Right. Okay.
I have a 10-month-old. Yes. Okay. 11-month-old right now.
Okay. If you could have your dream client, who would it be and why?
Anyone would be a dream client for me because for me, it's like, you know, when I help them out and they literally light up when they look at themselves in the mirror, and that's my best reward. And that's why I do this, because they're like, whoa, I did not know that I could look like this, you know? And that is like, see, I'm having goosebumps, like just thinking about those times. Like that's my best thing.
Love it.
Yeah.
What you got?
Favorite superhero and why?
Too many to mention, but right now, Black Panther.
Okay, see? Wakanda
forever.
Love it.
Okay, celebrity crush.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh.
But he's into blonde, so.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I know, that's a good one. And, oh gosh, there was another one that I had, but again, I'm just on one today.
Yeah.
I got like mother's brain, like I forget everything.
It's okay.
Or is it
fine.
Moscato?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Moscato, one of the two.
No, exactly. All right, I have another one for you. Favorite president, dead or alive?
Favorite what?
President.
Oh, I think Obama. I mean, I'm not American, but I think he did, you know, from looking at the European point of view, I think he did an amazing job as a president as anyone else before did to his extent. And I think if you guys could have had another term, it would have been good.
Yeah, right. Like, listen, we're right there. We wish.
Right.
We wish. No, seriously.
Am I going to get in trouble?
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Awesome.
You're good.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We truly appreciate it.
So check out SOS Fashions. If you're interested in getting a makeover or just updating something, or you have an event to go to,
contact her.
Contact Veronica. We'll have all her information on our website, social media, so you will be able to. And if you follow, you know, I highly recommend you follow her, see what's going on, and go from there.
Yeah, no, big time. And
I post stuff every week for each type. Like Monday's a theme, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday's plus size. Yeah. Fridays are African style. Thursdays are a different thing. You know, like every day is a different theme.
Yeah, so follow, get some inspiration.
Yes, and we also, of course, have it all on our social media and website. So make sure you guys follow us and download and share on our social media with Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And check us out at moscatoandtea.com. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Thanks for coming, Veronica.
Thank you for having me.
Check us out on moscatoandtea.com. Subscribe on iTunes. Follow us on social media. See you next time.